Hey everybody, this is hilarious. Udemy's flash sales have entered higher ed. All right, welcome back. So this is absolutely hilarious. Now, as you know, I've been on Udemy basically since 2011, and it's been more than 10 years since I've been there. And one of the things that's made Udemy really good is the flash sales that they do. And you can see some of the examples here. We have flash sales on Coursera, Udemy, edX, 20% off. Flash sale. Take a 200 course down to $14. That's exactly what a flash sale is. But here's the thing. Apparently, higher ed, that's like university and colleges, are doing the same thing. Now, this is absolutely hilarious because one of the things Udemy has really disliked over the years, and I don't really think it's that bad, but they've disliked the fact that Udemy is the quote-unquote Walmart of education. And maybe you don't think Walmart is a good quality store, then you can think of it's the Target of education. But either way, both of those two companies, they actually provide good products at a very low cost for, well, anyone who can afford them, which is technically not bad, which is different from a lot of the higher ed charging, way more money than it's worth, right? Especially in the United States. It is so expensive to go to school, and that school is dubious at best to get you a job, because the school's purpose is for research, not necessarily to get you a job. Now, of course, not every university and college is like this. There are some really good ones out there that do put you into jobs here. But you can just buy Udemy courses and it's possible to get a job. Now, it's very difficult. You have to spend a lot of time doing that. Now, if you think about it, a college degree is hundreds of hours, right? So if you put in 100 hours of coding on your own, it is technically possible, but it is challenging. And nowadays the boot camps are so good. The best thing that you should do is go to YouTube, get some tutorials, buy some courses after that, and then if you can't get a job with that, then go to a boot camp. And going to a boot camp is not a bad thing. I wish boot camps were around when I was young, but that definitely wasn't a thing, right? So as you can see, the market is quite crowded here. And the thing is that, again, Udemy courses are actually quite good, and they are, and I think a lot of colleges and universities have honed in on this, is that they are kind of leeching people from their base here. So you can see that workers will need to upskill more often. And it's absolutely true. If you want to have a career, you have to upskill all the time. I'm constantly learning new things, right? Of course, now I run an e-learning business, so I have to. But you can see that, doing like 1 or 2 Udemy courses a year is probably what you're going to have to do. And this meme is exactly what it's like here. I finished all my courses, and then you can buy a new Udemy course. And I think this is it's quite accurate, right? Because I'm always kind of learning new things here. And when I was actually really learning to code, I would buy a lot of these courses. And even then, that was a long time ago, and there wasn't as many as there are today. The thing about Udemy is that the CEO is defending the model, which is great. And 63% of our top 1,800 courses were updated in the last 90 days. So they're constantly being updated, which is a big thing, which I could probably talk about later here. This is not something new. Digital content, digital degrees has been going on for a while here. There was a really good company called 3D Buzz, which kind of no longer exists. It's where I learned here, and I could probably do a whole video about that here. But what I find really funny is that you might see in the near future, get 50% off your computer science degree, right? But, when it comes to the biggest concern that I have for higher ed, because going to a university for 2 to 4 years to learn something and focus on something is not a bad idea. In fact, I think it's a great idea. First, you should be able to compress it. You get summers off, which is like a lot of the year. You're only in school for like 2/3 of the year. Well, perhaps you can do like a compressed degree in like 2-3 years where you're constantly learning and making new things. That would be one thing. The second thing is that university really needs to focus on getting people jobs, placements, and they already have a lot of the infrastructure there, but that should be the main goal here. Of course, you want to do research because that's the whole point of higher ed as well, but I'm going to school, I want a degree, I want a job at the end of it, I want placements, I want kind of like work while you learn kind of opportunities. I want to get placed, and basically when I come out of that 2 to 4 year degree, I want to get paid a lot of money so I can pay down the debt that I spent at your school. And so that's the kind of thing that higher ed really needs to focus on, right? It really needs to focus on getting people to jobs. And the other thing, and this is very hard for them to do, but what they need to do is accept less students, right? And they need to accept, not everyone should go to a 2 or 4 year degree, right? Some people don't require that, right? If you can and you like doing that stuff, great. But if not, then you don't have to. Now, the other thing that you could do is to do more hybrid degrees, right? When I was going to school, which was a long time ago, I wanted to do like some graphic design and some other courses at a college, and I could barely do it. And I didn't end up going through it because I was kind of busy doing other things. But, I wanted to do some other courses on the side and get like a certificate for it, right? Because, I wanted to do and expand my skills just beyond my other degree. And like you needed permission to go to this other school, which was kind of weird. So let's say you want to do a biology degree, right? Well, you can maybe do biology and plus a bunch of other skills as well. And there might be a whole train where you can get like current skills, right? And current skills could be like whatever the new in-demand skills are, like graphic design, coding, or whatnot. And you might be able to get out of the 3 years there, you can spend your summers learning this and maybe getting some freelancing gigs on the side. There's a lot of things that higher ed could do. And flash sales is probably not the number one thing that's kind of concerning to their business model. It's more or less that they're getting left behind by not updating their service. That's the bigger issue with higher ed right now. It's not necessarily the fact that, Udemy's selling a course for $14. However, if I were going to school right now, and I would maybe take a class, but even then, when I graduated university, I wanted to take like a few extra classes, but it was difficult, right? It was difficult to just take a class on something I wanted to do just cause here, right? Making it easier for people to just kind of take a class here and there might not be a bad idea, but a full degree, if they let in less people, that might actually be a little bit better. It would make the prestige of getting a degree a lot more. And the other thing is that if higher education really is focused on job placement the way boot camps do, that's why boot camps exist, and that's why I recommend going to them. If they did that, that would absolutely be a good thing for higher ed. All right, so that concludes the video. I want to know your thoughts down below. Is higher ed obsolete? Do you like Udemy courses? Are Udemy courses better than college courses? I want to know your thoughts down below. Please comment on the channel because this channel does not get enough comments. If you really like this channel and you like flash sales, well, this Kickstarter is for you. If you want to learn how to trade and learn Python for finance, Web3, metaverse, and of course, machine learning, this is a huge bundle of courses. It has 10 levels designed to take anyone from complete beginner all the way to machine learning expert here. And it only starts at this very low price, which is on discount, by the way. So if you want to get into this, then I highly recommend it. And it's great for this channel as well. Also, if you pledge, the more you pledge, the more courses you get. And all of these courses are on sale, by the way. And if you pledge, the more you pledge, all the rewards stack. So the more you pledge, the more courses you get. There are a ton of really good deals on this course here. So please pledge for this project today. It ends in 61 hours and it will probably end in less hours when you see this. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in another video.